What does motivation mean to me personally? Motivation to me is what keeps you going. A dream, I think, is what gets you started, but the motivation is what keeps you going. It's what keeps you hungry. It's what keeps you every single day showing up, even when things aren't going your way. Because most of the time, things aren't gonna go your way. Things are, I think that everything in life is a lot more work than we ever talk about. And sometimes you're just fortunate that things fall in your lap or good things happen to you. But sometimes it takes a lot of work, especially when you're talking about like your big dreams. And so motivation to me is the thing that keeps me going. It's the thing that keeps me hungry. It's the thing that keeps me showing up even when we, aren't doing exactly as well as we think that we could or we think that we should. What's the mission behind the brand? The mission behind the brand, it has kind of changed a little bit in scope in the last year, and honestly for the better. When we first started, my mission for the brand was to inspire others to chase their dreams, and it was kind of just that. And while that hasn't really changed, we've built on that premise. I now want to motivate people to chase their dreams, but now we're giving them a place. We're giving them an outlet. We're giving them resources through our Discord, through our socials. We're giving them an opportunity to reach out to us and use us as a resource to be motivated, to stay motivated. And, we're just trying to build a community of like-minded people who love each other, who support each other. And that element of it is what has made the real difference in the brand, I think. And that's what sets us apart. One of the most rewarding things about the brand is to see growth and to see it make an impact and to see it doing the things that we set out for it to do. While we have not reached a scale that we had hoped for or that we strive for, we definitely are making a difference in people's lives. And when we reach, even if it's one person, when we reach one person, it makes a world of difference for me. It helps to keep me motivated. It helps to keep me driven. It helps me feel like the brand has a real purpose. And anytime that happens, that is just like the most rewarding thing. And it doesn't happen enough. I don't know that it'll ever happen enough, because the feeling that you get from knowing that you're doing something good for somebody is like top-notch unmatched, and that's what we're after, more of that. So the best way for you guys to get involved with the brand, of course, buy merchandise, but the merchandise, we want to sell shirts, but honestly, it's much more important for us to be able to have an impact. So I would like for people to join the Discord, for people to follow on the socials, for people to be vulnerable, and when you need help or when you find yourself in a situation where you're not motivated or you need some advice, that they would reach out. Honestly, I'm much more interested in building a community than I am building some huge conglomerate clothing brand that's gonna span the globe. I wanna be impactful towards people first and foremost. And so honestly, that's the way that would be best. You can buy the merch, you can support us in that direction, and that would be fantastic. Jump on the socials, get in the Discord, be vulnerable, and let's build this thing together. Wow, well, what role does mental health play in staying motivated? I think that honestly, if you are not on top of your game from a mental health standpoint, it's super hard to be productive and motivated. So I think that they kind of go hand in hand. If your mental health is not in the place where it needs to be, then you're probably not going to be super motivated, because that's, anxiety and depression are kind of like the opposite of motivation and all these things that we're trying to push for. It's important to stay, focused. Honestly, mental health is one of the most important things in the country, and one of the most overlooked things in our country. But it goes without saying that you can't be as productive and as positive as you need to be if you're really struggling with mental health. So first and foremost, you have to take care of your mental health. And once you have that stuff sort of in line, or you're working on that stuff, you can start to work on other elements, like progress and chasing down your dreams. But mental health has to be at the forefront. Any fun facts about the team or the brand that people might not know? I will say this. I'll give you a fun fact about me that people may not know, that a lot of people find head scratching, is that I can't swim. Not a swimmer. People always think that I'm lying, but I'm really not. I'm really a rock, and that's about it. And I don't know about everybody else's shortcomings, but that's definitely one of mine. Thanks, brother.